My dear friends, we are going to learn the first chapter of biology, nutrition in plants. In this lesson, we will study about the mode of nutrition in green plants, photosynthesis, synthesis of plant food other than carbohydrates, mode of nutrition in non-green plants, saprophytes, and finally we will see how the nutrients are replenished in the soil. Now let us move on to the chapter. Food is the most important and basic things for life. Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals are the components of food. These components are necessary for all living beings. All plants and animals require food for their growth and getting energy. This process of utilization of food by an animal to obtain energy for growth and development is known as nutrition. Plants make their food themselves, but animals cannot. Hence, animals depend directly or indirectly on the plant. The first topic, mode of nutrition in plants. The various modes are autotrophic, heterotrophic and saprotrophic nutrition. Let's study each of them in detail. First one, autotrophic nutrition. Auto means self and trophos means nourishment. Plants are called autotrophs because they make their food themselves. The making of food for themselves is called the autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition is found in green plants and in some bacteria. Second, heterotrophic nutrition. The word heterotrophic is the combination of two words, that is hetero and trophos. Hetero means others and trophos means nourishment. If organism depends on others for their food, such a mode of nutrition is called heterotrophic nutrition. Animals cannot make their food themselves. They depend for food upon plants. Therefore, nutrition in animals is called heterotrophic nutrition. Animals are known as heterotrophs. And the third one, saprotrophic nutrition. The uptake of nutrients by organism from dead and decaying matter in the form of solution is called the saprotrophic nutrition. The organisms which use saprotrophic mode of nutrition are called saprotrophs. For example, fungi. Now we are going to see the next topic, photosynthesis. The process of making of food by green plants in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll is known as photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the combination of two words, photo plus synthesis. Photo means light and synthesis means to make. Now we are going to see the subtopic, process of food making in green plants. Green plants make their food themselves. Green leaves make food from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Leaves have several tiny pores-like structures on the lower surface. Such a pore is called stomata, through which leaves absorb carbon dioxide from air. Water is transported to the leaves through hair-like pipelines from the roots. These pipelines are present throughout the plant, that is from roots to the branches and leaves. These pipelines are known as xylem. Xylem is a type of tissue. Chlorophyll, a green pigment, is found in green leaves. Chlorophyll absorbs sunlight and gives energy. Chloroplast is the site of photosynthesis. Carbohydrate is used as food and oxygen is emitted out to atmosphere. This whole process of making food by plants is called photosynthesis. The reaction that takes place in the process of photosynthesis can be written as, see this. Carbohydrate, which is produced in the process of photosynthesis, is ultimately converted into starch and stored in leaves. From leaves, it is transported to different parts of a plant. Starch is a type of carbohydrate. The oxygen so produced is released into atmosphere through the stomata. Leaves are known as the kitchen or food factories of the plant because photosynthesis takes place in leaves. Leaves look green because of the presence of chlorophyll. Besides leaves, photosynthesis also takes place in other green parts of the plants, also such as in green stems. Chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. Hence, photosynthesis takes place only in green plants. The leaves of plants that grow in desert areas are modified in spine-like structure or scales to reduce the loss of water in the course of transpiration. In such plants, photosynthesis takes place in green stems. Stem is modified into thick, spongy leaf-like structures in such plants. Photosynthesis helps to maintain a balance between oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere as it absorbs carbon dioxide and releases oxygen. Sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis. The sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living organisms. Our Earth is the unique planet where photosynthesis takes place. In the absence of photosynthesis, life would not be possible on Earth. Following are necessary for photosynthesis to be taken place: presence of sunlight, presence of chlorophyll, presence of water, presence of carbon dioxide. See the next topic: photosynthesis in algae. Green patches in ponds or near the stagnant water can be seen easily. These green patches are living organisms called algae. Algae are plants. Often algae grow near shallow waterlogged areas such as near tube wells, taps, etc. One may slip over it. Algae look green because presence of chlorophyll. Algae prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Next topic: synthesis of other nutrients. Plants need proteins and fats beside the carbohydrate. Proteins are nitrogenous substances which contain nitrogen. Although nitrogen is present in abundance in atmosphere, but plant cannot absorb atmospheric nitrogen. Plant gets nitrogen from soil. Certain type of bacteria called rhizobium are present in soil. They convert gaseous nitrogen into usable form and release it into the soil. Plants absorb these soluble forms of nitrogen along with water and other minerals through roots. Sometimes farmers add nitrogenous fertilizer to their field to fulfill the need of nitrogen. In this way, plants get fulfillment of nitrogen along with other nutrients. After the fulfillment of all nutrients, plants synthesize proteins and fats. The next important topic: modes of nutrition in non-green plants. Under this, the first topic: heterotrophic mode of nutrition in plants. Some plants do not have the chlorophyll, hence they cannot synthesize their food by themselves. Such plants are known as non-green plants. They depend on other organisms for food. Such plants use the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Some of them are called parasite. A parasite is an organism which lives on or inside the body of another organism and takes shelter and food from that organism. The host, in this case, is always at loss. Plants that do not have chlorophyll are called non-green plants. Plants which live on other plants for food are called parasitic plants. Now we are going to see parasite or parasitic plant. Plants that get their food from other plants by living on them are called parasite. Example: Cuscuta, mistletoe. Cuscuta is a vine-like plant with yellowish stem. It twines around big trees like banyan tree. Cuscuta gets nutrition from the tree on which it lives. The tree upon which it climbs and lives is called the host. Here banyan is the host and Cuscuta is the parasite. Some plants are total parasite while some are partial parasite. A total parasite fully depends on other plants for their nutrition. For example, Cuscuta. Partial parasite means it is a parasite that receives a part of its nutrients from host. For example, mistletoe bears green leaves. It synthesizes its own food but receives water and minerals from the host plant. Now we are going to see the another type of plant, insectivorous plant. Some plants eat insects. Such plants are called insectivorous plant. They trap and digest the insects. Pitcher plant is the example of an insectivorous plant. In pitcher plant, the leaf is modified to form a pitcher-like structure. The bright color of the pitcher makes it very attractive to insects. Inside the pitcher, there are several hair-like structures. These hairs direct the trapped insects downwards when an insect sits on the pitcher of the plant. The lid closes and the insect gets trapped inside the picture. The insect is then digested by the enzymes secreted by the cells of the plants. Under this, we are going to see another topic, cause of eating of insects by plants. The soil of marshy land is deficient in nitrogen. Plants living in marshy areas do not get nitrogen from the soil. Their nitrogen need is fulfilled by sucking the juice of insects. Venus flytrap, Utricularia, Drosera and Rafflesia are the other examples of insectivorous plants. Now we are going to see about saprotroph. Saprotrophs are non-green plants. Example, agaricus, that means mushroom. Fungi, yeast and bacteria. Saprotrophs get their food from dead or decaying organic matters. They grow on decaying organic matters such as cow dung, wood, bread, etc. Saprotrophs secrete digestive juice over the decaying materials and absorb nutrients from them. This is called saprotrophic mode of nutrition. The next topic, symbiosis or mutualism. Symbiosis is the combination of two Greek words, sym, that means with, and biosis, that means living, which means living together. In symbiosis or mutualism, two different types of organisms live and work together for their mutual benefit from each other. They share shelter and nutrients. Example, lichens. Lichens are composite organisms composed of fungus and alga. Fungus is saprophyte and alga is an autotroph. The fungus supplies water and minerals to the cells of the algae, while the alga supplies food prepared by photosynthesis. A bird sitting on the back of a rhino is an example of symbiosis. The bird gets worms to eat, while the rhino gets rid of those worms. The next topic, a replenishment of nutrients in soil. Some fungi live in the roots of the plants. Roots of the plants provide shelter and food to the fungus, while fungus provide important nutrients to the plants. Because of continuous farming, nutrients keep declining in the soil. Hence, to replenish those nutrients, fertilizers are added to the soil. Plants require a lot of nitrogen to grow and to be healthy, although a lot of nitrogen is available in the atmosphere. But plants cannot absorb nitrogen in gaseous form. There is a bacterium called rhizobium which lives in the root nodules of legumes such as gram, moong, etc. These bacteria can absorb nitrogen from the atmosphere and make it available for the plants. Rhizobium cannot make its food, hence it provides nitrogen to the legumes and in return legumes provide them food and shelter. This is an example of symbiotic relationship. This has great importance for farmers' fields in which leguminous plants are grown from time to time, do not need addition of nitrogenous fertilizer. So friends, let's wind up today's session. Hope you enjoyed this class. If you want to get a good score in your exam, note the important points from the lesson and study well. Definitely you will get a good score. Meet you again. Until then, goodbye.